Hello everyone, today we're doing a mass review of the Zord Ascension project for the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Megazord. Now this is from the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers series, and this is available on Hasbro Pulse. And there's also some specialty stores online like Entertainment Earth, I believe you can get this, but the Zord Ascension project are high quality versions of these robots, as they call Zords, from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers and the Power Rangers franchise. So these are higher quality versions of these, kind of like Build-A-Zords that you can find in stores. This is the first one I've bought. I know that they have the Dragon Zord, and I think potentially upcoming is going to have the White Tiger Zord. But again, this is kind of the old favorite, and we're going to get started with this one first. So without further ado, let's do this unboxing and kind of seeing how the toy looks and go from there. So in terms of the box itself, you've got these kind of like flaps on the front that I think, I think that it's part of the box. So we're going to keep it without kind of taking it apart yet. But kind of give a look at each side. You can get pictures of the Zord. It's kind of this Build-A-Zord thing. It's all these different like dinosaur themed robots that combine together to turn into the Megazord. And the Megazord is that main like robot that all the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers jump into and kind of fight the alien monsters. As you can see here, this is the picture of the Zord in its entirety. You can also see the back of it to see how the Megazord looks. Again, this is a higher quality version than what many of you have maybe purchased through Bandai or through Hasbro in the past. And then you can see the individual Zords themselves that turn into the overall Megazord. So of course you got the Tyrannosaurus, the Triceratops, the Pterodactyl, Saber-Tooth Tiger. These are all listed on the side of the box. And of course on the top, you've got that Zord Ascension project. Could even start stand for Zordon, who knows, for those that are familiar with Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. And something to keep in mind on this box that once I get open, I'll have to take a look at, is they've got these individual like miniature figures that represent the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers themselves. So they've got these little figurines that are packed in there. And I guess that they can maybe even connect or stand on the robots, but we'll find out. So without further ado, let's see if we can get this open. Now, something to keep in mind is that when this shipped from Hasbro, there are scuffs on the side that I don't really like. So if you are a perfectionist that everything has to be perfect with the box, just be aware that if you're going to buy this from Hasbro Pulse, there's going to be some scuffs, even potentially some dents in the box. And I have noticed that on this delivery, and this was straight out of the box. It had some scuffs and dents. So I'm going to take off some of the tape here. All right. So just a history about this, or like my history with it. Oh, so it's kind of like a plastic slipcase. Got to get the tape all around. I have one of the Bandai re-releases for the Megazord, and I haven't opened that one. I used to have the one back in the 90s when the show was initially on. What was that, 93 or so, when that first Megazord came out. And they did a re-release, probably, I'm going to say like 2011, 2012. I bought that re-release, and I have not opened it, and I've actually had all the surviving Mighty Morphin Power Rangers sign it, for the exception of the actress that played Trini. But all the actors that were in MMPR have signed it. So I think that's a pretty cool collectible to have. And we're talking about the original cast members and the ones that came in during season 2 have all signed that Zord. So all their signatures are on the same box. We're going to take off this slip case. So that's kind of got the lightning bolt. That's a cool idea, actually. And then we got this very, and it's a heavy box, but you can see right there, you can see the Megazord's face right there, or like the front plate of the Megazord. And it's this high quality box. It's red on the back. It's a very heavy, sturdy box. So there's some more tape here. I'm going to take this off too. Okay, that one's done. I think that's all the tape that we have on this box. Am I missing anything? I don't think so. It's just a tough thing to... Let me double check. Do I have any more tape? Yeah. Gotta get all the tape. All right, now we should be in business. All right. Pop off. There we go. Again, very cool. Ooh, look at that. Look at that design on the inner lining. Definitely worth it to keep the box here, guys. Look at that. Where do you have that level of detail? Where just inside the inner lining of the box has some art. Just really cool. Oh, this is cool too. Look at that. Wow. So it's got like all the different they've got these morphers, and it's got the like the morphing or power coins inside the morphers, and that's how they look like. So let me put it back so you guys can see how it looks when you first open it. So look at that, guys, when you first open it. You've got the Tyrannosaurus, and you've got all the rest of the Zords. The Tyrannosaurus being the bigger of the Zords out of this set, but really cool to have these kind of, even though it's cardboard, it's a really cool setup on how the thing is boxed up. So we're going to pull these off, and I'm not going to spend the time building it, at least for today. I'll do a separate video of how it looks built, but just wanted to kind of do this initial unboxing and kind of show you what's in the box. So underneath it is the Zords themselves, nicely packaged. Again, this is a premium packaging. They're all kind of wrapped up individually. And let's take each one of them out. We'll start with my favorite looking of the Zords, of course, is the Tyrannosaurus. We're going to pull him out. And even in the wrapping, even on the wrapping, there's Z's. Like the Zord Ascension project, the Zords, the Zordon aspect of it. Just super cool. And I just tore it. So just be aware of that the wrapping isn't going to hold up necessarily. It'll get stuck on the individual Zord parts. So that's unfortunate, but not unexpected. It's just wrapping. And there he is. There is the T-Rex Zord. Super cool. Yeah, it's got this glossy silver painting. It's not kind of those, if you can hear it, it's got those stiff joints when you first take him out of the box. Does his mouth open? Yes, it does. And it looks like he's got a lot of posability here. Yeah, his legs can turn. Looks like he's got a knee joint. Oh, yeah, I can hear that. It's got these knee joints, I'm sure, for morphing. But not only that posability, but definitely a higher quality Zord than what you've seen in the past. And he's got his little T-Rex arms. Got a great looking Zord there. So we're going to put him to the side for right now and open up some of the rest of the Zords. Is there anything underneath it? Nope. All right, so now that's gone. Let's do, what is this? Oh, that looks to be the figures. We'll do that last. Oh, so we're going to do Pterodactyl. Pull out the Pterodactyl. And this one, it's also nice. Not much different than what you get for Bandai, or at least Bandai back in the day. Still kind of simple looking, not as crisp or clean as the other one, but it's a simplistic Zord. the pterodactyl. Still looks good. Still, of course, part of the Zord kind of set up, like all the Zords combining. So definitely you need the pterodactyl. But never, not one of my favorite Zords, honestly. Put that over to the side. All right. Is this the Mastodon? Got to find out. And some of these bags are already broken inside the box. So just something to keep in mind, that you're not going to be able to keep this in pristine condition if you're opening it, because the bag is already torn. Like right inside the package, the bag is torn. So just keep that in mind, guys. So if you want to keep it in the most pristine condition ever, you're probably just realize that these bags are going to be broken inside of the bag, inside of the box itself. So either you don't open it altogether and decide not to have that information to yourself. There's the Mastodon. Clearly, it's got some darker colors, the grays on the feet, making it look like older, kind of more metallic-y. It's a great looking version of this. This is definitely better looking than the Bandai version. I'll show you that right there. All right. Yeah, just a great looking Zord overall. And does his tusks move, so it's even more posable. I don't know if the nose goes up and down. It does not, but the other tusks move. So that's definitely cool. Does the head turn? It does not. All right. And of course, he'll be able to like pop out and extend to connect with the other Zord to make the Megazord. But very cool. All right. What else do we have next? This looks like Triceratops. Look at that. Oh, this one, the head moves and tilts back and forth, left and right, up and down. So a lot of flexibility. Its head can turn all the way around. I'm sure for morphing, but it just looks cool nonetheless if you want to pose it. When you see these Zords in the show, they're kind of like driving around. I would have liked to have these tracks move on the bottom, but they're just flat plastic. They're not actually going to move. So that's kind of a bummer. I wish they would have that type of functionality. And he's got his tail that comes out. And as you can see here, the guns, kind of blasters on the end, can move from his tail. So, yeah, this is better looking than the Bandai version, definitely. And I'm expecting that for this type of higher quality Zord Ascension project. Look at that right there. Cool looking Zord, looks good. Again, the tracks on the bottom are not tires that move. It's not gonna be like a Hot Wheel or anything like that. It's just, it's just a piece of plastic. I'm gonna put him to the side. And last but not least is the saber-toothed tiger. This one also just pops because of the yellow color. Look at the tusks, the posability of the head. Look at that. Where'd you ever get that in the past? I never owned some of the Japanese releases, besides some of the very basic vinyl figures. So I don't know how great the Zords were that Bandai was issuing in Japan for its respective version of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. So there's the saber-tooth tiger right there. Looks good, very posable. It's got this shiny metallic, so it definitely looks good. So that completes the Zords themselves. And without further ado, let's do the actual figures. These kind of like small little figurines. I think that's in the last bag. Let's put this nice in there. All right. Oh, it's cool, the hands. So you can pop in the hand. Talk to the hand. The hands of the Megazord. There's the other hand. So you can give it like these different poses. Oh, guns. See that right there? And are we getting to the figures yet? Oh man, they're tiny. They are tiny. Um, I'll show you in a second, but there's the other gun. Um, you have to get up close and see some of these figures. They are tiny. Super tiny. I don't know where you pop those in or if those are just on the side. I have to take a look maybe once you morph it, but again, that's super tiny. Put that right there and show you each one. I'm going to lose these. I'll tell you what. There's Kimberly. All right. Trini. Billy. Favorite ranger besides Jason. And then there is the best Red Ranger, Jason, right there. Again, super tiny. Definitely something that you could easily lose. So be very careful when you open this up that you don't lose these figurines. It doesn't look like there's any peg at the bottom. So it looks like these figurines are just on the side there, that they're not actually going to go inside or kind of have any type of functionalities besides being just a display piece. So with that, I am going to kind of show you all the Zords. I'm not going to build the Zord today. I'll do that in a separate video. But because it'd probably take me too long, maybe I'll do a separate video of just me building it. But again, nice package overall. Definitely enjoy seeing these different releases and how they improve upon the look of the figures to make it look like just out of the show. So we're gonna show each one of the figures in their glory. I'm gonna put this one right here so you can kind of see it clearly. All right, so and there we go. That is all the Zords displayed one by one. And as I said, guys, I'll do a separate kind of video of either me building it or just kind of showing the overall build and how it looks. But as you can see there, they look great. These are probably the closest recreations I've seen to have it almost like pop from the show. Of course, it's going to be better than the Bandai versions. I do remember the Bandai versions have more of a glossy type of color to it. Could just be my bad memory, but or maybe just me as a kid thinking, wow, this is amazing. But a cool set nonetheless. Glad I got it. To be honest with you, I think I like the box more than the actual figures, but I'm glad I got it. I'm kind of pondering getting the Dragon Zord now. That's the second release that I think they've done. And definitely I'm going to be contemplating the White Tiger Zord if and when they release that. I've got a lot of Tommy figures. I've got the White Tiger Zord, the Dragon Zord, all in their boxes, all signed by Jason David Frank. Just the best Ranger of all time. And I'm sure that'll be one of the releases that definitely get to me. So with that, I hope you guys like this quick unboxing. If you like, as I said, I'll do another one with the entire build or me building it. And keep the lookout. I'll be doing a lot more Mighty Morphin Power Ranger unboxing. I've got the kind of like the Ninja or Ninjetti figures that I've been kind of having laying around untouched. Definitely want to get to those. So with that, I hope you like this more phenomenal unboxing of the Zord Ascension Project Megazord, and hope to see you guys soon. All right.